Super recognize.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Hold on. I'm here, people. I'm here. We're a little fucked up today. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm late. You're seeing all the behind-the-scenes action.
we're all jacked up tonight. Hello, everyone. Shout out, Chumpets. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to Jeff. Look at you getting all spicy. Woo, I love it. Welcome back to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where we recap Jeff Lewis Live every night at 6 o'clock California time. I'm Sarah in Texas.
I'm Kelly in California. I'm going to grab a stool. Keep on talking. I can hear you. Sorry.
A stool? Are you going to get even higher?
No, I use it to put my notes on and my water.
Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. Shout out. I see some new people. Welcome. I wonder if y'all are just joining. Actually, if a bunch of people get on in the beginning, it kind of clusters everyone together, so we can't see everyone that joins. So if you don't comment, sometimes we don't know you're here. So we would love for you to comment. We'd love for y'all to have questions. You can hit the question button at the very bottom, and that'll actually send us a private question, and we can read it and just say your name if you want. Don't say your name if you don't want, or if you want to put it in comments. If we ever miss it, welcome, Introverted Barnacle. What a cute name.
Barnacle. I love it, Barnacle.
Shout out, Danielle. Oh, my God. I won't say who, but someone gave us the best compliment today, and they were just so nice. And I know we don't get a lot of those, and I tend to forget because when I get them, it's usually throughout the day, and I chat back and forth with them on DM. But we always love hearing compliments because it feels like sometimes, especially when I get told that I'm definitely shadow banned because someone tried to send me a DM and it took them forever for my name to come up. And they're like, you're definitely shadow banned. I'm like, I feel like I create all these stories and I'm having fun with it. And I'm like, there's like 3 people seeing this. I'm like, great.
It's work. So. I saw Maria because I didn't want to say hi, B-Zit. So B-Zit is Maria. I saw Shotzi. A couple new people. Thanks for joining. I'd love to know how you found out about us.
Well, someone the other day was DMing me, maybe yesterday, and I just asked them because I knew that, I didn't turn my phone off. So.
By the way, for everybody else listening, guess what your girl did today? Guess what your girl did? I was feeling, go ahead. I'll tell them later.
Guess what you did?
No. I was going to continue with my story, but you popped on, so I was like, I'll come back to it. I wasn't sure how long you were popping off. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I got a text already, and I was like, shit, I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Anyways, I asked her how she knew about our account, and she was like, she was commenting on something of yours, and then she found out about me. So, anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Oh, someone's saying they want to join. Lisa wants
Paige?
Let's have Lisa. No, it's Lisa. Let's say hi to Lisa.
Oh.
Lisa, I believe I hit the button, so let's see if you come on through, girl.
We're getting people to join.
Hi.
Lisa. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Nice.
We love chatting with you.
I feel like such a nerd sometimes when I'm like, I gotta message my friends.
No. That's what we
feel the same way. We love talking to Jeff Lewis people. There are people, like literally, I think there's a personality trait within us that are like so similar.
It's a little concerning, but I love it. Let's not explore it too deeply, okay?
No. But we're all normal. Everything's normal. Everything's fine.
So hot, so young. We're great. Yeah.
So skinny, so fresh. Exactly.
And I think what happens is our day, something reminds us of something maybe Jeff would say or Shane would say, or something comes across us and we're like, oh my God, who can I tell this to?
I know. I used to tell my husband, I still do sometimes. I'll be like, Monroe said this. And he's like, okay, that kid's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. It's so funny. So were you popping on just to say hi, or did you have a question?
I I just want to say hi and redo my last appearance was not, I should have probably done my hair. Sorry. Next time.
Oh, girl, nothing. Have you been on with us before and I forgot?
The very, very, one of your very first ones. I didn't know. I was like, hey.
Oh, I didn't recognize you. Okay.
Time ago, yeah.
How cool. How cool.
Well, we've been
thank
doing
you.
this since June. We've been doing this since June, so.
I know.
I look
Crazy.
forward to it. You're even doing what Amy Phillips does for me with the Housewives, where
Yes.
I listen to Jeff because I know I'm going to watch you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I think that's awesome.
yeah, so good job. Love it.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my
I'm
God.
your fan. Well, not your one fan, but your fan.
You're one of three. Trust
Okay,
me.
perfect.
You're one of three. And we love all three of you. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, shout out. Thank you. We love DMing with you. And for anyone else that hasn't DM'd us and you have something to say, especially if you ever get a picture of Jeff out and about, we're all scoping for that shit. We would have loved a picture of them at Larson's last night.
Oh
right?
my gosh, absolutely.
Yeah. So hopefully Paige will come on and give us a little bit of something from last night, maybe. Or maybe she has a date tonight. We'll find out.
Yes.
Anyways.
Bye.
Bye, Lisa.
I don't know how to leave, though. Hold on.
I think it's offers you an option. It says like
Kelly, or hit your arrow down thing and it'll give you the option to give her an X.
Yeah, kick me
okay,
out.
there we go. Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
How cute.
Okay. Maybe invite Paige on. She might have not known when she was gonna. I don't know. I just told her. So today was Paige Davis and Mercedes Javid. I thought they were so good together. I don't think they've been on together before, have they?
No, they haven't. All right, I just sent an invite to her. No, I think they were great together today.
Yeah, Paige is often on with our chef Stu, so we love that. I did see some chatter. There must be some people that either are new to Jeff Lewis or they just didn't remember who Paige was. So there was a lot of questions on social media of who is Paige. Most of it I saw people answer right. They're like, she's just a fan just like us. Have y'all ever seen In the Wild at the Roundup? No.
No. Well,
but
I'm
I'm only
in
about 4
California.
hours from there, so.
Yeah, we're not close.
I'll tell you, the last time they went to the Roundup, it was around, was it the last time? It was Memorial Day, whenever that was.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He was announcing it like crazy. He was almost announcing it like it was a public appearance. It was crazy. He kept saying it. And I finally asked someone, hey, are y'all going? And they're like, actually, we changed our plans. We're not going. And I'm like, oh, okay, no big deal. And then someone else told me they did end up going. They just wanted it very low key, which I totally understand.
Barnett,
No, she's not from the.
There is a Paige Davis that is from an HHTV show, but it's not this one.
Oh, that's right. I never thought about people getting her confused. They do look sort of similar. Although the other Paige, I think, is older than Paige Davis.
Yeah, she has shorter hair. Paige has long hair. So, Anywho.
She looks so good, and I assume it was pleather today because that's the trend. But whatever it was,
I was like, "Who are these models? Who are these models showing up for Jeff Lewis?" And even her pose, she was like,
"Seriously." And we know, or I know, we both know that Paige is not an early morning person. She generally sleeps till like midnight, but she is a cocktail waitress at a very exclusive place in West Hollywood. What?
$1,200 a night while you work?
I know. That's how I guess you can afford to live in West Hollywood, right?
Man, I need a new job.
Paige is gorgeous. We love her. We met Paige at the Amazon launch party back last June. She was truly, they were all so nice to us, but she followed us immediately. She got on her first Instagram Live and surprised us the next day. She has always been so nice to us. And I hope we're going to see her. I hope we go to her place in January and say hi to her.
Absolutely. I would love that.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully she'll join us because she's going somewhere tonight, but she had time to pop on. I was literally walking up the stairs and I texted her. I'm like, hey, can you pop on tonight? And she was like, absolutely. So
awesome.
Very last minute thought of mine. I love though that they went to Larson's and she has the confidence to order food. I love that she does that for Jeff and but then it was weird that Mercedes is like, when someone else is paying, I never want to eat. That's weird, isn't it?
Well,
not like she's poor and she has this inferiority complex or something.
It made me think of, I thought that was weird. I thought, was she in a position before where she took people out and they ordered all this food and she didn't like it?
She's in the real estate business. I feel like she's probably in business. She's probably one of the ones. I feel like as a reality star on Shaws of Sunset, she's probably the one that is taken out and other people pay for her dinner. But I feel like in her professional life, she's probably the one paying. So why would she want somebody not to eat? Why would she feel like she can't eat? I also think she's not eating because she is being very strict and controlled with her diet. And that's why she's lost 21 pounds. Everyone was saying on social media, oh, she's doing Ozempic. And I'm like, she's flat out said she's not. I don't feel like she's a liar at all.
No,
she's made it very clear. She goes to this F45 workout in the morning. So what made you feel inadequate, Abby? I'm not sure what I saw.
About the Paige making $1,200 and she doesn't make it. Believe me, I was a server. I mean, this was like 10 years ago. It was Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I made maybe, if I was lucky, $300 a night.
Yeah, I've never been in that business, but $1,200 sounds like a lot. But I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's business people go. And so things are free flowing more than you would like on a family night, like a Chili's. You're not going to make $1,200 a night.
And I was going to say, I think that it's a little different. If someone says, do you want to go out for drinks and they pick up the tab, then I could understand why you wouldn't want to get something to eat. But if someone's like, let's just go out, let's go get a bite to eat. I mean, I would think you would order food. I was a little confused by that because I order food all the time.
Well, I mean, I sort of understand. I may not order the most expensive thing, or I may not order the top of the line bottle of wine, things like that. But I feel like they're all chumps. It's not like they're new to each other. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like Jeff wouldn't be offended whatsoever. Although we all know Jeff is more into drinking than he is into eating, especially when it comes to dinner. I feel like he eats a big lunch and slows down at dinner. Maybe. How hard is it to get Ozempic in Texas? I don't know. I'm in Texas, but I know somebody in the Houston area that is taking it. And a lot of people have DM'd me that they're trying it.
Remember when we were trying to guess about what Jeff spends a week on food going out? Yeah. And now that I see that they order such expensive stuff, it's even more. I love that Paige is like, Daddy's paying. I'm going to get a lobster. I'm going to get the filet. I'm going to get the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, and I'll be honest, you and I went and saw Paige last time I was in LA. Yeah. And she does. She just has such a warm personality. Yeah. She is in the right business. I mean, she's cut out for much bigger things. I think she's got much bigger plans on the horizon for her life. But she just has such a warm personality. I think women and men would tip her big. You know what I mean? Because of her looks, let's face it. I mean, looks do make you go a little further in life, especially in that kind of business, right? So,
Hey, Camille.
But also, like she's always said, though, she knows she's really good at ordering. She remembers people's faces. When somebody I don't know if they're on yet, but Diane, Kim, and I went to lunch on Saturday. We've been there maybe 3 times, maybe once a month, maybe every 6 weeks. I don't even remember. The waiter that we had the first time, named Dave, totally walked. We didn't even have his station. We were at a totally different booth. He walked up to us and remembered us. He was like, "Hi, ladies. Nice to see y'all again." And we were like, I mean, so when people remember you, it does go a long way. And she probably does get tipped really well. So if she's got that memory, then for darn sure.
You know what's crazy? Like I was saying, I thought I still had like 10 minutes because I was taking the test that Paige took. I didn't get to see the results, but I am also a super face recognizer.
Wow,
but it's also can be bad because like I see people all the time and I'm like, oh my God, I know you, and they're like, I don't think so, and I'm like, no, I know you, I know your face, I know who you are, but if they don't remember me, then I don't remember their name. You didn't listen to any of that.
No, I was reading Lisa's. I did hear. Is Lisa the nanny really your friend? That's fascinating. Why did you? I wasn't annoyed by that. I just felt like Jeff didn't want to make sure he didn't forget it. And if Lisa's coming to his house tomorrow, you didn't like that either?
Bougie bitch. That's just what I thought. That's just Jeff, and he's a bougie bitch. Now, if you would have said my back hurts and I can't carry a lot of stuff, then I would have been like, okay. But yeah, your employee's at her other job. And you're like, oh, I don't want to carry these. It's an inconvenience. Here, you do it.
Right. I sort of see your point. Like, she's not on duty for you now. She's waiting tables now. I sort of see it.
Yes. I'm sure she doesn't mind that.
So proud of Jeff for flying by himself to San Francisco. He pretty much did everything.
What? I want to know what he flew there for. I know it's
All he
business.
said was business. I feel like it's probably he's going to do a job, like an interior design job. I don't know.
Maybe. Our client, no, he wouldn't have a client in San Francisco. I was thinking Hollywood House Lift, but he wouldn't do a client in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Too hard.
But, or it could be, didn't he do something one time where I keep forgetting? No, that was on $1 Million Listing. I'm thinking where they were trying to buy a bunch of rental homes. There's Paige.
Oh, let's see. Yes, I'll get you on there, Paige.
If you want to get in, Paige, we would love to see you. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey!
Oh, hey, sexy mama.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to come in and say hi.
How are you?
So
I'm good. I'm about to go to a museum with my girlfriend. So I just wanted to say hi really quick, and I'll watch it later.
Okay.
So it's not a date? You're going out with girlfriends?
No date.
Oh,
By the way, can I just say how savage the Jeff Lewis listeners are? Because they found the guy.
Of course,
and they tagged him in my video. And I'm like, you fuckers. Like, what if he comes after me and he's like, oh, she stole my alcohol? Like,
he wants his champagne back.
He's going to press charges.
I mean, I'm like kind of worried.
Oh, no. We got your back, girlfriend.
So
Orphe's an attorney. She'll go after him, right, Orphe?
Oh, my God.
No, this man's got your back, girlfriend.
Everyone sucks that you all did that. Like, you are no fun.
Well, you
no lie. Jeff Lewis people are very sleuth.
They tagged him in my video, and I deleted it really fast. I didn't want him to see. I don't know. Whatever. Nothing I
whatever. His loss.
All right, bye, girls. I'll watch this later. Love you.
Bye. Have fun, Paige. We'll see you in January.
Oh, my God.
Do you know how to get her off? Or if he says, I got you, Paige. That is crazy. I did think to look him up, but I thought, how do I look up professional tennis player that's 6'4"? That's really all I knew about him that has a 10-year-old son. Like, I didn't know how to look him up. I would never have tagged him, though. I would have never have tagged him.
I'm surprised they haven't found the Australian guy.
Oh, Chris, I'm not even talking about him.
I know, he's a dirty bitch, but I'm just saying, aren't you surprised? I'm sure
that's
people
to Chris,
are on
obviously. Back off, Jeff, Chris.
Did he say his name was Chris? Was that what it was?
Jeff said his name today.
No, I thought he said his name was John. The other time. I'm going to have to go back and investigate because he's now trying to use a fake name.
Oh. Bye, Orphe. What did you think about him, about Shane messing up almost, like double booking Dr. Donna? I'm bothered about the Australian too. Tell me about it, Jane.
Kim, I know.
Yeah.
We talked to Paige about that. That was weird. That's weird. That's inappropriate.
That's gross. And it is John. His name. Well, John's probably a fake name. I heard him say Chris today. I bet Chris is more the real name.
I felt really bad for Shane because I was like, I make probably 20 mistakes a day. I do 100 right things, but I do at least 20 mistakes a day because that's just human nature. And I was like,
right.
I would just always feel like, you know what I mean? He
sounded like a scared kitty cat or something. Like, I know but then he was like, he stood up for himself. He did say Chris today. But he did say, he got there on time. Like, everything was fine. He was like, but I did mess up again later. Like, he totally knew. I felt bad for him.
I felt
bad. Perfect, though, except for Jeff Lewis.
He ain't even perfect. I felt bad that he stayed up and was worried and had anxiety because I know what that feels like.
Oh, I just realized I totally forgot Paige's friends probably got on. And they're like, what the hell are we watching?
I know.
I couldn't even figure out why all these new people were joining. If y'all just got on, you probably realized your friend Paige Davis was on our Instagram Live. She was on Jeff Lewis Live today, and we're chatting with her. So anyways, if y'all are Jeff Lewis Live friends, stay. If not, you're probably like, let me off of here.
And everybody is saying you're right. If Jeff or if Stu would have done that to Jeff, he would have been like hung from the rafters and gutted down the middle and cut off his penis and shoved it in his mouth. He would have been terror and horror.
Like, it literally, after he made that video and he said that he's thought about strangling him until he has no breath left, I kind of feel like if he would do something like that. I do not want to see these boys on my Dateline. I love Dateline. I do not want to see Jeff and Stu on Dateline, though.
You know what I think Jeff would probably have? He probably has like a principal's paddle. Remember when I was young, when I was like 4 or 5, they literally still had spanking in school. This is so crazy to think about. I remember going to the principal's office. We went on a school tour and we all went by. He had a fucking paddle up above his desk that had holes in it so it caught more wind when it smacks you on the ass.
Oh, holes!
But I believe that's what Jeff has. He's like a principal and he has that to wind up and
literally, or like figuratively, he definitely has a mental paddle over his employees and who he's dating. Don't you figure?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's always got the power. He's always holding something over someone's head, right?
Yes, and I just wouldn't be surprised if he has a paddle hidden somewhere.
I don't know. I don't feel like he's kinky. I feel like he's pretty straight and narrow. I don't know. I don't feel like he's kinky.
I don't even think it's kinky. I think it's just like he would never use the paddle on Monroe to like discipline her.
Yeah.
But everyone else.
She would use it on him.
Yeah.
For donating his damn bunny rabbit. Twice now.
I wrote down what that little sucker said. She said, he always does this. He gets rid of my stuff without asking first.
Yeah, and then she said she wanted to go on the radio to tell people what he did.
And I was like, she's like
feisty.
Jeff. She's just like Jeff. And tell him, well, you need to give away Shane. What a little sucker. Wow.
The love affair between her and Shane, I don't say it's over. It's definitely reached brother-sister where you can say mean-ass shit to each other. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, she can say mean-ass stuff to him. He can't say it back.
Oh, hell no. Can you imagine? I mean, Monroe can do no wrong in their eyes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No way. I'm not sure how I felt about the Exotic Dreams Resort chat again, too. Like, Jeff is just sounding a little...
reckless.
Single to me.
He sounds reckless and horny.
But he's going off the testosterone, so that is kind of weird that he's sounding more horny to you.
That's a good hashtag. Reckless and horny. Hold on, let me write that down.
I think he likes... I think he likes that somebody else was coming on to him. And who wouldn't? I mean, even MJ today, who's been married for, I think, 6 years, MJ was saying, I've lost all this weight, and I recently had this professional football player coming on to me. And she's like, it felt good. I mean, I do understand that, God knows.
Right. This is what I think is happening. Sometimes in my life, when I feel insecure about things or something in particular, I can act out in other ways, whether that be like shopping more or watching a show more or just, you know what I mean? So I think for Jeff, something's amiss. And so he's kind of acting.
Always. Something's always amiss with him. As much as he's going to weekly therapy, God knows I love him. But he might need a refund on the therapy. Just might need a refund.
Or just, I think he just needs to write it down and have it on cue cards. So when he starts to act a fool, that he can just be like, wait.
Could we just DM him when we act a fool? I think people do. I think people do. I really don't. I'll leave him alone. I'm like, I'm going to let you sit in your cesspool of life. I'm not getting involved in that shit. I've only sent him encouraging things in the past. None of that other stuff. $31 at Carl's Jr. for 2 people? What the hell did they eat?
No, I went there the other night because I was craving a burger, and I got their little combo meal, and it was like $13. I was like,
wow. So they must have each gotten a meal and then maybe a small appetizer. Like, do they have fried cheese or something like that?
Carl's Jr.?
I don't know. I know it's a fast food restaurant. I've been there. We had one for a little while.
Maybe they got a dessert.
Ooh, dessert. $31 is a lot, though.
Yeah, it is.
So what is a split of champagne? Do you even know what that is? I don't even know what that is.
I had never heard that term. I thought, well, it must be like a flute. I know I've heard a flute, like that long one.
Very rich and very fancy.
But split doesn't sound very nice. I'd rather say flute, like split.
A split of champagne. Anyone know what that is? Where's our fancy people? You know what? I gotta hand it to Paige, and I should have told her when she was on.
They said it's a glass.
Oh, a glass and a half. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. It's a tiny bottle. Oh, I have seen those.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, those are cute. I have seen those, and I've gotten them as gifts. I gotta hand it to her though. I mean, this guy sounds rich as shit. 6'4". She didn't say if he was cute or not, but he's a professional tennis player. She said he had a great body.
Yeah, but
I might have raw dogged him. If I were her. I gotta give her much respect. I think I would fuck him.
Listen.
Yes, big fat yes. I absolutely would have.
I myself am allergic to latex. So many times when I get into situations where there might be intimacy, I have to say, I cannot use latex. You have to use lamb's wool, which no one ever packing lamb's wool condoms.
Wouldn't you have to bring your own BYOC?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You've never thought you're allergic to latex. And I never thought to do that. So it always ends up raw dogging because I'm allergic to latex. No, I applaud safe sex. I've been married 22 years. I haven't, and before that I was with someone for 8.5 years. So I've never really had to, I would have fucked the shit out of him. I absolutely know I would have.
I'm saying most of us would have. I think I heard 6'4". I love a tall dude.
I know.
He's athletic. But
I heard tall tennis player, which sounds a little anorexic to me. I love that.
Athletic.
And I heard rich.
But you know what? I'm sorry. If you have your, I don't think the sleeping in the bed is as weird. Like, I came home today and Tyler was asleep in my bed. She's 22. I could have literally said, move over, and she would have been happy with it. But I was like, get out. I want to take a nap. But sleeping, that's still a little strange. But showering, that's bizarro.
And why would you admit that? Why would he admit it to her? Like, save a little bit. Like, Jeff doesn't come on date one and talk about all of his kitty cats, and he only has 2. Save a little something. Like, that's not for the first time you're going to have sex with somebody.
I just think there's no excuse for that for a grown-ass man and his 10-year-old male child. Even female, you just should not be. It's weird. It's weird.
There's no reason to. By 10, my kids have all wanted to shower by themselves. Like, you're not even giving them a bath. They are showering
exactly
100% by themselves.
Exactly.
So weird. I did love the names for all the hookers, though. And I am so nosy. I would love to have Paige Davis's job. First of all, I think it sounds very fun and elegant.
Yeah.
Fancy. And seeing everybody on a date or seeing somebody screwing around, like, oh, I know that guy's married. I know that girl's married. Oh, my God, I would be so there for all the gossip. But I love that she calls the hookers the social workers, the therapists, and the psychiatrists. I love that.
I did feel bad because I've known some social workers, and they're the hardest working people in the world. But, they'd be a little bit below a therapist. I totally get it. You got to have code words.
Yeah. Well, in social workers now, it's required to have a master's, and then they start off making $30,000. So it's like,
I know
it's a required master's type program, and yet they start off working so hard. So shout out to any shadow worker, social workers. Not going to talk about Chris again. I'm over the Australian dude. Jeff needs to move on. Stop talking about it. I'm over it. Stop it. Sex workers is the appropriate word. You're right. Sex workers.
John.
Raw dog is probably not the right term either. So correct me on what I should be saying instead of raw dogging.
John/Chris/fake Australian accent. He's probably a sex worker that sits at the bar and buys men drinks. And then he's like, and he was looking to get laid because he was a sex worker. I'm sorry.
For sure. If you're offering to, first of all, they'd either exchange phone numbers or better than that would be that Jeff told him who he was and he direct messaged him. Either way, we already know the guy's gay. What?
He can't direct message him on Instagram because anybody that just is not in his ones that he sees all the time, it goes into that spam folder. So he saw it. I caught you. I caught you. It was his phone.
So he has his cell phone number, you feel like?
Yeah, because he can't DM him.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Talk about all the people that try to DM all the time. They think they're talking to him, but it's actually going to... I'm sorry. I just revealed some truth.
Uh-huh. So for those that don't know, because it's the same way in mine, if Jeff doesn't ever respond or look at your story or whatever, if it never says read, he's not seeing it. Not because he doesn't want to, because you can't skip over. Your DMs come just like your DMs come in Instagram, and they come. You have to see them, whatever. He can't not read somebody's.
Right.
I mean, he can glance at it, not read it.
Yeah.
It'll still show red. But if it's in his, what's that other thing? Request.
Yeah.
Somebody says, well, Jeff is trying to make Stu jealous. I think it's that. And I also think Jeff is he was so excited to be come on to.
Mm-hmm.
But someone that didn't know who Jeff was, I think that was enticing to Jeff, that he thought he was. So does the guy live in Australia? If so,
he didn't. I don't remember him saying, but I feel like Jeff has talked about having a fantasy about being picked up in a bar. Like that's role playing that I think that's kind of hot. So I could totally see that.
Yeah. What else? I love that MJ was talking about sobering up at the bar by drinking some water and protein. Was
she talking about Larson's? Just that Larson?
I don't know if she meant last night in general specifically, or she just meant in general. That's what she does. I don't know. But one thing they didn't talk about, and I listen to her podcast every Monday, they didn't promote her podcast. So I will say it. Her podcast is Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. It's everywhere that podcasts are available. It drops every Monday. This one, they actually recorded on Friday, but they usually record on Sunday night, and it drops on Monday. So it's pretty good. It was a lot about her. She did mention Jeff Lewis, because she's been on about weekly with him. Mm-hmm. And it sounded like she's coming on more. And then she talked about her mom a lot.
Okay.
So it was last night she was talking about. Well, we're going to wrap it up. We do try to keep it at around 30 minutes. It usually goes to about 37. For all of you that are new, thank you for dropping in. We recap Jeff Lewis Live and everything adjacent. I mean, some Bravo stuff slips in, but it's usually Jeff Lewis Live. There's enough bullshit on that show to chat about usually, right?
Yes.
And replays are always on our YouTube channel, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. We put it up on the podcast on Spotify. And it's always up on both of our Instagrams. So
absolutely.
And Kelly is our music queen. So tell us about today's music.
All these songs were reckless and horny. Again, I'm making that a hashtag. Megan Thee Stallion, body yaddy 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 yaddy. And
don't like it.
Fast Motion. These are horny raw dogging songs.
Unless it's in regards to Stu. Don't like it, Jeff. Stop it, Jeff. Did we see Jen Shaw lose her shit? I did.
I didn't get to listen. I saw it pop up, but I didn't get to listen.
I saw it like first thing this morning. It came out on TMZ at like 12:35 a.m. Now, I don't know if TMZ's time is as California time or my time in Texas, but I wanted to hear more of it. I was like, you think she only goes crazy like that when the cameras are on?
No.
She knew somebody was filming. When you're Jen Shaw, you make a production everywhere you go. And she made sure she was screaming loud enough for somebody in the streets to start recording her.
I think she's just crazy, and she loses her shit all the time.
I don't think it was planned out, but I think she knew exactly what was going to happen. You know what I mean? We know you're a teacher. I was a teacher for 5 years. We've talked about how, you have to kind of control yourself. You don't walk up to the Kohl's counter and be like, fucking give me a return. Give me my money back. Because there could be one of your students' moms right behind you. So just being in the public teacher, we have to tone our personalities down a little bit. Don't you think Jen Shaw by now knows she has to tone herself down? Otherwise somebody's going to record her. She knew exactly what she was doing.
She's getting
and
ready.
She wants to be on TMZ. She doesn't care.
She's about to be convicted for 30 years in federal prison. I think that she's highly stressed and in a lot of fear, and she'll just blow up if somebody farts in her general direction.
Somebody says they don't think she knew.
Yeah, I don't think she knew.
We should do. Nicole. I just think
Oh.
she's thirsty. Thirsty.
Thirsty.
She's going to be drinking water and maybe watered down lemonade for about 10 or 15 years in prison.
Watered down lemonade. Oh, is that what they serve them?
I don't know. I haven't been to prison yet.
Well, not yet.
It's on my bucket list. No, it's not.
By the way, look at that muscle. Put your arm back up, you dirty bitch.
I have muscle.
Look at the definition.
Yeah, I just went to Body Pump this morning for the first time since before BravoCon. Because remember, I was sick for like 2.5 weeks. And then I took a week of just being lazy. I think when you're sick, you just get out of the schedule of going to the gym. And I also just had no energy.
I know.
Like, it's terrible. Anyways, I'm back, bitches.
Bye, guys.
Bye.